Then, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Rejuvenation with OConnect. The most recent improvements introduce a refined user interfaces and improved functionalities to facilitate more seamless communication. Get your 14-day free trial of OConnect. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai. Find a productivity trick. Set segment or activity timers with OConnect to optimize virtual meetings. Get your 14-day free trial of OConnect. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai. Podcast be your musical companion, providing knowledge and enjoyment. Get your free ONet. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai. Enter a brand new era of excellence in collaboration. Improve your ability to work together to levels that have never been seen before. You can be part of the next global AI giant ONPASSIVE to use and market the next generation AI tools. Simply register for free at www.coolzone.ai.
Hello, everybody. We are here. I'm not sure. I can't see Peter. There he is. We're sorry we're late. Well, I'm not. I'm always late. But we invited Peter, and we did it the last minute. So I saw him out there, so we got to go get him. So we went and got him. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. It's the 16th of March. This is one of the biggest weeks of ONPASSIVE. We all feel that way. OConnect was a grand slam for sure, to say the least. We're all going to give our little input of what we saw and what we think. I had said the other day, it's so funny, I say certain things, nobody listens. I say a couple of things I don't care that much, and it's everywhere. But I did say, with OConnect alone, this is my personal opinion, OConnect alone, I don't need anything else from ONPASSIVE. It can set you absolutely financially free. It's my opinion, and it's still my opinion. And the more I see it, the more I believe it without a doubt. And the beauty of OConnect, we don't even have everything yet. We don't even have everything. I mean, what happens when you get, and don't be surprised, one day I believe we're going to have sign language built in. Okay, there's an international sign language. I didn't know until I got on ONPASSIVE that not only is there sign language, there's hundreds of them, but there is an international one, which is cool. Some young girl in some universities already working on it. I saw that the other day. We're going to get translation, instant translation, like as you're talking, I believe, which is mind-blowing. And the biggest deal for me and for some of the guys here, I know for a lot of people, was when we went into 360, and everybody, I recommend to watch it, how people in other countries that always are struggling to get on, no fault of their own, it's the connection is just really difficult. I know in Papua New Guinea, they run generators, they run all kinds of stuff to get enough oomph to get to the webinar. And when we switched over to our higher technology webinar platform like OConnect, it was even harder for them. The other day on 360, people were coming in from around the world by phone, different types of smartphones, laptops, computers, obviously, whatever. And I was here. I got in, no problem. Everything's working good. I can hear, I can see. We played a video. We played a song. Well, I want to tell anybody watching this, I don't care where you're watching it from, get signed up and get the 14-day free trial. If you're using right now a video conferencing platform, I'm going to tell you, this is not my opinion. This is fact. This is the best you will ever see. And it will get better and better and better. And I'm going to make another guarantee. Nobody is at a lower price. No one, not even close. And every function, which Collins and everybody can go through this, every time you log in, because the company is built with, it's never good enough. Every time you log in, you're going to see new and improved, and you don't have to download it. That's what SaaS is all about. You log in, if it's new, you get it. If there's a new paint job, you see it. If there's a new video background, oh, that's another thing that didn't come out yet. You're going to get it. You don't have to pay more. You don't have to ask for anything. It's just going to get better, better, and better. I'm going to turn it over to Collins because I'll have a tendency to talk too much. So let me, here's Collins.
Thank you, Marty, for inviting me. I just want to thank you and Chris again today, and Peter, who is joining for the first time. It's a lovely Saturday. You know, we all have seen the beauty of the new release of O Connect, which is really amazing. But what I want to talk today is about, you know, the switching of from the old O Connect we had. I can call it the old one because it's no more there, and the new O Connect. You know, Mr. Ash, before I talked about zero downtime, you know, and I was just talking to Marty. I said, did you ever notice the switch? Marty said, no, because I know some people at that time, so a lot of people are having meetings because let's remember ONPASSIVE is a global IT company, and the nighttime in UK can be daytime somewhere, and people are having meetings. They've been using the old one, but did anybody notice any switch, or there was like a shutdown period before you kicked onto the new one? I don't think anybody realized it, but you just saw your screen change all of a sudden, the beauty, and say, wow, what is this? I'm just sitting somewhere. It's unusual. What is going on? But that is how they call it, the switch. They call it continuous delivery and continuous integration, where the switch, you know, from one product to the other, or from one, say, from when they're doing upgrade for a product, say, all right, we're moving now from version 1 to version 2. When you're on version 2, you will never realize, say you are in a meeting and they switch to version 2, you will just see everything, the beauty and new functionality, but it will not shut you down before the switch. You are still there, but the system is just switching and upgrading, and you're just seeing something new popping up. That's what they call continuous delivery and continuous integration of a particular product, because you are there, but the system will not shut down and then move you on to a new platform. No, you are there, and then the system just switch automatically by the click of a button. So Mr. Ashby talked about zero downtime. There was no time where the system shut down before moving you. There was zero lapses, nothing. It was like nothing ever happened, but you saw yourself on a new application, as beautiful as O Connect. When I got up in the morning, I look at it, I said, this is massive, because this is really difficult for most companies to do this, to switch you without you noticing like anything has happened, but you are in a new place. It's like they take you from a Rolls Royce, or you're driving a Beetle, and they just take you into a new car, and you look at it and say, what is happening to me? I'm somewhere different, but I didn't even realize when I opened the door and then jump onto another car. I just realized that I'm in another car. So what is happening? That is continuous delivery, you know. So it is really massive. And this is how they do it in massive company, because there is no room. When it comes to this, there is no room for error. Everything is just going as smooth as if nothing happened. And this is really kudos to the tech team, Mr. Ash Mofara, and all the rest that are behind the scene working to make sure things happen in this fashion or this manner, because that's how we will see all the other products coming. All mail, all net, you know, there'll be that switch with zero lapses, zero downtime, but you find yourself in a brand new place which you've never seen before, you know. And it is just happening in ONPASSIVE in a very good way, you know. So these guys, honestly, they are genius. It is not easy to do it. And that is credit to ONPASSIVE and the team that Ms. Ashmofar is hiring to continue to do that, where they can deliver products in a short possible time and nobody is noticing anything, like there's an error here, there is something. But you see yourself moving from one beautiful application to another beautiful application to, and it will just continue like that. It is massive. So I'll leave it there, Marty. If there is anything we can discuss about it, take it over.
Peter, it's all you, buddy.
My connection's falling in and out. So, can you hear me, Marty and everybody?
Yeah. Just do the best you can, Peter. It's okay.
Great. Thanks for inviting me. Nice to see you, Chris and Collins and Marty. Yeah, the new O Connect. Well, what can I say? I mean, I woke up. Obviously, it came out over in the UK. It came out in the middle of the night. I got up about 9 o'clock and realized it was out, and I had to go to work that particular day, and I couldn't get onto O Connect until in the afternoon UK time, about 2 p.m. And anyway, I managed to get a few people on, and I was absolutely blown away by it. The clarity of the pictures, of everybody on the screen. I mean, it's second to none. I mean, obviously we use these other platforms. To me, O Connect is definitely is the leader of them all. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely the leader. And I think we've got some big exciting things coming towards what's going to be happening with the new features that's going to be coming in. Like Marty said at the beginning, we don't know all the features. I think Ash has got probably a few secret ones that's going to be added. But as it is now, I mean, I can't fault it. It's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. But I haven't really got a lot to say. I'm not much of a speaker, so I'm going to pass it back to Marty or Chris, and we can go from there.
You did fantastic, Peter. You're a champion, buddy.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah,
we're gonna have to digress. It's your turn.
They're waiting for the last guy here, but number one, always a pleasure, Collins, and a very big pleasure, Peter, because I call Peter the silent giant. He does a lot of things in quiet, and that's just who he is. He doesn't need to be spotlighted or shining, but we're going to do it anyway today, especially for heroes. A lot of things Peter does behind the scenes. Matter of fact, Peter, your microphone's still on? Can you still hear me, Pete? Peter, did he go? Marty, who signed you up? Oh, we lost him. Who signed you up?
Peter Rogers.
Okay, that's it. I'm just checking there. I wanted to thank you, Peter Rogers, for signing up this one of my best friends in the whole world, Marty DeGarmo. He has made a big difference because of you. You put him there. You've seen him. I'm sure he argued with you in the beginning all the time because that's who he is. But man, Pete, on behalf of me and this entire family of ONPASSIVE, thank you for signing up this big goofball who I call my brother, Marty DeGarmo. Yeah. Appreciate you for that.
I'm pulling in and out with the connection.
You're fine. I could see he's got a bad internet connection, but he's still coming through. And that was the thing. We had a lot of people where we know they had horrible connections, and yet they were still coming through a little spotty. One of the things I was just telling these guys, and I don't know when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen. I worked for Fords for many years. Y'all know that. And I drove a Ford for many years because I believe in driving or using the product that you work for. I myself would like to start doing all these on O Connect and transfer or what do we call it, Collins? Send it to our YouTubes because the time is now to show people the car I'm driving or the truck I'm driving, or I could say the Cadillac or the Lambo I'm driving, because I want people to see what it's like and what it's about. You're right, Marty DeGarmo, you hit it on the head. If you haven't got in this, you got a 14-day trial with the best. The best. You can't even think about how good it is until you try it. The clarity, the sound. Now is the time to get with one of these people that have been posting about ONPASSIVE that you thought was a complete nut. I love it. You know why? How many people said, oh, they don't got products. Oh, they'll never. And I'm saying, wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. We got a million people that was dedicated to ONPASSIVE for the last 5 years who stuck it out, believed in what Ash Mafara was doing. And now yesterday or the day before, we were all blown away. And I'm still blown away by it because it keeps getting better. You seen the pop-up this morning. You seen what Ash Mafara had to say this morning. Go to your ecosystem, look up the updates pop up, and read it yourself. And then keep scrolling, click the arrow. Trust me, you're going to want to read it. It's amazing. It's Ash said, it's just going to keep going. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. The first boom blew my hat right off my head. I almost took the hair off my head. Still in shock and awe. I knew it was going to be good, but man, perfect. That to me, it was perfect. I actually liked the O Connect. I thought it was going good, depending on the your internet service. But that you see a lot of those people that we know, Casey Zevenbergs, who can never turn his mute on and off. We had to look at the top of his head because he was trying to figure it out. Boom. He gets right in there and he kicks it in. Okay. Anyone, I'm going to say my Indian brothers and sisters, you guys do webinars every day. Let's O Connect them. Let's start putting it on O Connect and let's start teaching the world how to use O Connect. It's pretty simple. If you're having issues, get with your top dog, India, Gershbender, Niraj. I had a lot of Indians. Not a lot. One. Hey, Chris, I can't figure out how to make a webinar. It's real simple. Get with Niraj or Gershbender, and they will help you out. Man, you can get with anyone. Anyone you know is doing a webinar. But, man, let's start popping O Connect. Let's restream it, O Connect, onto your YouTubes, your social media. I don't care where you put it. But the world needs to see the greatest web conferencing platform in the world. It's only going to get better. And after that, everything follows. The products that you said we never had, you're going to start seeing here soon. And then what are you going to say? What are you going to say? You better be saying we got to get in this. Hey, I get it. There's a lot of people that were against us because of the past 20 years of people trying to rip people off. We tried telling you this isn't that company. This isn't that company. We basically paid one time. I don't want to go. You guys know what we went through. But Ash Mafara never took any money out of my pocket except for, let's see, $143 because he kept giving whatever we gave him in the beginning back. Pretty amazing. That's the person that runs this company. Yeah, you can go on the internet and you can find bad things about me, Marty, Peter, and 99.9, 100% are not true. Same thing with Ash Mafara. The people that don't like us, they're going to get out and do whatever they can to say, these guys are baloney. Now, listen, we've had the proof, but now we really want to show you what O Connect's all about. We want to show you what ONPASSIVE's all about. We want to show you the best technology you've ever seen in your life. And it's going to keep going. AI induced. And if you don't understand that, you don't need to understand it. Just think picture perfect. Truth, honesty, no jail. ONPASSIVE is the way to go. It's the way to stand. And you better be talking loud about it. Get on there. What the other day we had stats of 40,000 people doing meetings and getting in there and all that stuff. I don't know what it is today. It's probably through the roof because now that people are waking up to the sleeping bears at ONPASSIVE, it's here. You don't have to ask me what's going on. Check your back office. Look through all the notes in the update section in O Founders. Updates in OES. Ash Mafara's popping some pretty exciting things. But this is what it is, guys. All right. The Peters, the Collins, the Martys, the Chris's. We're excited. And we're crazy. Why? Because something that we believed in is now showing to the world. And we have the opportunity to get out there and share it with whoever we want. Ash Mafara didn't say, oh, you can only give this to 100 people. Get it out there, guys. No cap. Unlimited. Unlimited. That's what ONPASSIVE is. It's unlimited peace. It's unlimited beauty. It's unlimited income. It's unlimited, yeah. All right, that's what we do in ONPASSIVE. We want to excite you. Now, if I could get Peter Rogers to talk like this, would you never look at him? He's like, man. But that's what Pete is. Peter is himself, and I love him just the way he is. He doesn't need to be big and boastful and loud and crazy like me, because that man's done more that you'll never see. And I like people like that behind the scenes. Now, the rest of us big mouths, we're going to go crazy because I'm crazy about ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is crazy about me, and we're going to run this thing. The captain of this ship, man, he's got this thing full throttle now. Look out. Be ready, because what's coming next, it's going to blow you away. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
Hey, Peter. Thank God you're not like that. Okay. I don't want any other. We only need one. All right. I said that. We only need one. Anyway, I'm just kidding. And some of the bad stuff written about Chris online, I have to confess, probably came from me. I'm just kidding. We're going to do a little Q&A. So if you have a question, just put a Q in front of it and we'll try to answer. Between all four of us, we'll be able to say something. So we'll do that for like 5 minutes, and anything, any of you gentlemen that you have, because I know as time goes, you start thinking of other things, just jump in there. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
This gives us a feel of what we call the room. I told Marty, I don't know if we're going to get a lot of questions today, but it also gives us a feel of what people are thinking or maybe what they're not thinking, and we can help out. So I don't think I've seen a question yet, but I wasn't paying attention the last couple.
I do want to point out that Daniel from Papua New Guinea came on, and I tell you what, if you can reach out to people around the world, that like I said, that to me was the most powerful of all, because once you can put that hand across the ocean or across, the world, man, a lot of things are going to happen. A lot of things where you can communicate the truth and new technology and be able to deliver that technology to people that normally would get it last. And I love the idea. I think Opal's coming. That's going to be another big deal. But anytime you can connect with people less fortunate than me, than you guys, it's a big deal. And we're going to see bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And let me tell you what happens. Communication makes you strong. Strength will change the world. You get a group of people together. Listen, like it or don't like it, social media took down some countries that were doing bad things. Gaddafi is no longer on this planet because of social media. There's just no doubt, because people get to see what the world should be like. We all deserve. We all are, we all deserve the best we can get in life. And I think because the less fortunate, when I looked up what it would cost to feed everybody, and we're talking $100 billion or some crazy thing, that's nothing. There's like 460 trillion money value in the planet. Do we can't make a difference? I believe ONPASSIVE is going to change things like no other company in the world. I really do. And the reason that is, and I've always said this, the power of ONPASSIVE is the people. You set enough people free and you take the worries of money out of their mind and make it so that a type of person that wants to help anyway, and you give them a little bit of cash in their pocket, it'll change the world. Then if you can, where S says we're going to put the world upside down, people think, well, you got government says government. Let's remember who's in government. Most of the time, it's the rich and the powerful. How about if you give the choices and you give a bank account to a good-hearted person and they move up eventually into government, you will see this world change. I believe that. It opens doors in many more ways than we think. And I think once we start seeing where you can move up, it used to be you would give a good talk or a good speech and you could be a governor or you could be a senator, or you could be a president. Those days are gone. It's usually the ones that have the most money. They get to the top, even if they shouldn't be there. So I think we're going to see a lot of things change, and that blows me away. So if you got questions, Chris, go ahead.
Oh, nuts. Hold on. I do. And I just messed it up. One question I just seen, I don't know what I did to my camera here. It says, if you do a webinar and a recording and you save it, where does it go? It's actually a good question.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I can explain it here. I'll make a real quick video on it because I had to take 360, go get the recording and put it on YouTube. And I did. But it's not something like when you do something, you figure it out. I didn't write it down. So I got to go. I'll do a real quick video, 30, 40 seconds explaining how to go get the video. But it's very simple. It is very simple.
Okay.
It's
Collins or Peter, if you see a question, for some reason I hit a button and I can't get back to the screen, but there was one question that I think I just answered. Why are we using different platforms when we should be using O Connect? I think I just discussed that. And any one of you have the opportunity to get on there and also make your own webinar. And that's all going to happen soon. And there was another question, if I can remember, I'm trying to think. People that pay for O Connect but never subscribed, is the company chasing them from behind? I believe, Marty, what they're saying is there was actually people that thought they were subscribed, but they paid for O Connect. They got to go back and get into their ecosystem if that's what you're asking. Oh boy, I can't.
some people paid for O Connect, and it was never engaged. It was never set off to go. But I heard when we went to the new O Connect that a lot of those people now have access and now can go to O Connect. But if you can't, go back just like we said before and contact. I believe Robin's got some issues going on right now, so she wasn't handling that. But I know Julie is keeping track of who has paid but doesn't have access. But that'll all be taken care of. Trust me. As you know by now, I hope, anytime there's an issue of any kind, the company goes out of its way to take care of the founders. They do. Right now, they're having an issue, maybe a little bit with merchants and how to pay and how not to pay. But let's face the facts. While that's going on, he gave us O Connect. He gives an extension every 10 days. I mean, we have no idea what that costs, but it's millions. Will the company be putting on a short tutorial video to set up the? Yes, Greg. If you go look at the update, in the update, I believe it's says we're going to have a video. We're going to have a video showing how to run O Connect. So, and he had said that to me on an audio, that people know that we got it all there, but we're going to do a walkthrough about everything works. I'm going to give you an example. If you go to O Connect and you don't see 24 people, if you go into that little gear at the top right-hand side and you click it and go to audio, advanced audio, the first number you see will be 16 or something like that. If you click that and go to 24, all of a sudden 24 people will show up. But there's a lot of things in there that we're not using yet, and that's what's going to be explained. You'll learn with different people coming on. I found out more just by doing it. You're not going to break it. Go in, click it. Remember what you clicked. If it looks better, you did the right thing. If it looks different, you can go back. You're not going to break anything. So
it also says it in the updates.
Live from O Connect is available now. Yes, it should be. Here's the thing. The other question about why are you using, like right now I'm on Restream going to different YouTube channels. For me, I want to get out of the pond of ONPASSIVE so I can bring people from outside inside. This is only for now. Eventually we won't need YouTube, but you can't. If I just talk to people in the same pond, I'm not bringing anybody new in. I want people in YouTube to see what we have, and eventually this will go back into what we want. And there's a way to do that. You don't want to give too much. If you show too much of what's going on in there, people won't need to come. They could just come to your YouTube. So be careful. Give people an hors d'oeuvre. Don't give them a 6-course meal. Make them come look at it. For one thing, it's free. You get 14 free days. If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forced to do it. You're not going to have to get forced. There's a few people on my team who paid and no O Connect. Yes, Abby, we know. That's what we just said. Go find out who they are, and they need their name, their OMail ID, and their OMail email. Send it in with proof that they paid. What really helps is all 16 numbers, People say, I don't want to give that. That's not going to hurt anything. It makes it quicker for them. Remember, I'm going to tell you something. The security of ONPASSIVE is so secure. You think you could just go to the tech team and say, hey, go in my wallet and get, they can't. You have to give permission and you have to, and they do things like that. Remember, this is secure even internally. Okay. It's not like anybody could just jump in and do whatever they want. So they need that. They're going to need your name, your OMail, your OES ID, and your 16-digit card number if you have one. I'm not talking about the CVC number or CVS, whatever it is. You don't need that. Just give them that. You send it to Julie, and Julie's been putting it together. She's real good with the Google Sheets, and sends it to them, and they'll get that fixed.
I got a good one for you. You ready? Why doesn't ONPASSIVE provide a step-by-step guide on how to advertise on social media, in which each founder choose the video they found most appropriate? Oh, I think they did that already. Marty, you want to, or Collins, you want to jump on that?
Here's what I want to tell you, my point of view. For one thing, most people don't know how to advertise, so don't even try it. There's nothing wrong. Let me explain Facebook for you one time. You might go on Facebook and say, I got 5,000 friends. Who cares? The point is, everybody you normally talk to, they're the ones seeing your post. So if you throw a post in about OConnect or ONPASSIVE, the people that are seeing it are founders. They're already in. The only way to break that algorithm in Facebook is you got to pay for it. You have to buy an ad and move outside of it. Now, the other way is if somebody shares it. If they share it and they share it in their group and somebody on their friends list or whatever isn't in ONPASSIVE, then it'll get outside your little bubble. The point is, though, the person that shares it is probably a founder and they've already exhausted their list. So don't worry so much about that. Listen, yes, I made a video the other day that you can use and put out there. You can go to all the groups, and let me explain a group to you. If you go to a business group, everybody in that business group has the best business on the planet. They all think theirs is the best. They're all in the same pond trying to get you to click on their business. But approach it different. Approach it, how would you like to share your business using the new technology of OConnect? There's a difference. Now you're selling it as a tool, not as a business. If you sell it as a tool, anybody could use that tool in any MLM. So start looking at it like tools, not as a business, especially on Facebook. But the other thing I want to tell you, when it gets moving, okay, you're going to be able to buy traffic. So you could say, I want X amount of traffic to go to this website. And what I'm telling you about that is you're going to be able to get a website, go to OCreate, take a 99% of ONPASSIVE content, maybe put a small video of you if you want to, put it in, add your domain name to it and say, Mr. McFarland, drive a X amount of traffic to this site. And then that's targeted traffic. And when you do that, you're going to put OTracker on there and it will tell you, hey, your website did fantastic in Egypt. Seriously, that's where you get, that's how you learn how to do it. But let's remember something most important of all. You are not marketers. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. Most people aren't marketers. They don't know how. My internet is crap. Can't hear what's been said. Keeps breaking up. Sorry. That's okay, Peter. That's fine. Whatever you can hear, it's okay. I hope that makes sense. So don't panic. How can I do this? How can I do that? That's why we're here. Ash made it. Listen, I'm gonna make you feel a little bit better. 98% of the people can't do it. That's the law. That's what MLM's about. 1.5% to 2% of the people drive the whole company. which is crazy to me. But that's MLM. 98% to 99% are just sheep, and they get used and abused as long as they go from one shiny object to the next. I'm not making fun of you. I did it. I did it like everybody else did. Took me years to learn how to do traffic myself. And when I saw how it's done, I said, oh my God, this isn't fair. This isn't fair. The company has to be different for everyone to win, or at least have an opportunity. That's why 5 years ago, I was looking for the first time at something else, and I trusted Peter Rogers. I said, what are you doing? And Peter explained it to me. It was pretty simple. And I asked him a couple of questions. Well, can anybody do it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was 5 or 6. Boom, I got in. And thank God I did, because it got better every month. Name one business any of you have been in, if you did MLM, that it got better every day, month after month after month, and year after year. I bet you can't name one. You know why? Because you're an ONPASSIVE. You know what you went through. But don't feel bad. Everybody did. Everyone's going to win. We will share ideas. We will share whatever. If I have an idea and I think the masses can do it easy, copy and paste, I'm going to share it. I've told people right now, when you can buy traffic, use the money you make from ONPASSIVE and drive as much traffic as you can for 6 months, and you'll never work again. That's my opinion. I'm just saying. So, but nobody's going to just go with the flow. Go with the flow. I have people telling me all the time, I want to do what you're doing. No, you don't. If you want to do what I'm doing, go do it. It's not something as easy as it's just not easy. That's why I'm here. I didn't like the idea of using people. I want everyone to win. Mr. Mufara knows the same thing. He did very well, much better than I did. He would master anywhere he went. He knew the pay plan. He knew how to build. He could get targeted traffic, and he'd go in and wipe out the pay plan. Then he went, wait a minute, I can't bring anybody with me. The only way I can fix this is make it myself. That's where we are today. So we're here because this is where we're meant to be, and all of you are meant to be here. I don't want to hear anybody say, well, I don't know. No, you're here because you're supposed to be here. And the ones that said no, they weren't supposed to be here. They're coming back. To be a founder, it's got a different view, my opinion. And I'm sorry for talking so much, but I'm trying to answer a lot of questions at one time. Anyway, go ahead, somebody else.
Marty, you just said something, and a lot of people want to do difficult stuff, but ONPASSIVE is made easy for everyone. Like I know most of us, before we had O Connect, we've been using Zoom with our family and friends, having little meetings, and we've been paying for Zoom. Now you have O Connect, which is a paid version and the best. How many of us have switched our meeting now from Zoom to O Connect? Because that's another way of sharing. Say you're having meeting with people who are not in ONPASSIVE, and you say, you know what, my friend, I'm paying for Zoom and it's costing me. I have O Connect, which I'm already paying anyway. So why should I pay for Zoom, of which I have O Connect? Please, you can only have a free account and then join us in this meeting. And I'm telling you, all the people can come. All the people that have been attending meeting with you on Zoom, we just get a free account and have the same meeting in O Connect, using the best platform. So that's the easy way to share. And I know a lot of people are doing it now. I know they are doing things behind the scenes. Some of them, they were the one paying for Zoom month in, month out, and they say, you know what, I'm in ONPASSIVE. I cannot pay for Zoom anymore. The only thing you can do is we either have this meeting on O Connect or forget it. And now most of those people who are not in ONPASSIVE, they need to get free account to come now and have the same meeting they'll be having in Zoom. It's so beautiful. And what is happening? You bring in more people into ONPASSIVE. You don't have to be a great marketer to do this. Just switch the meeting straight to O Connect, and that's it. You are good.
Okay. You guys are killing me. I'm holding these questions as long as I can. And you can also share every YouTube we do and discussing this stuff. It's another, put your link on it, but you can share all these YouTubes out and get it. All right. From Delisa Christie. As a founders, we as affiliates, it is against company policy to share the ONPASSIVE videos directly from the company. There is some confusion around sharing company content.
You can share stuff. Listen, here's what the problem is. If you just take a company video or anybody's video and you throw it on YouTube, you're going to get a copyright infringement because you're using their music and you're using the exact words or whatever. Any video I do, I change the front, I change the back, I add text to the whole video. So that's how I'm doing it. Now, if you want to do all that, but I also want to tell you what I do takes 6 hours a day. So, I mean, you could do whatever. I'm just saying, if you use something, now you can take one of my videos, cut off the end of it, and put your link on it. I don't care. I could care less. This is a big company. We got to stop looking at mine and yours. It's ours. We're all going to do great. The world doesn't even know who we are yet. When they do, trust me, you won't be discussing. I got these 3 people. I just can't get them to sign it. Let them go. For the love of God, let them go. They're not going anywhere. People that you think aren't watching you, they're watching you. Family members that think you're crazy, they think you're crazy, but they got one eye on you the whole time. When this thing gets on the news and people see what's going on and ONPASSIVE takes the world by storm and those kind of statements, because I'll tell you what, Stevie Wonder can see what O Connect is, okay? No joke. So anybody that sees it, we don't have to advertise. It's going to get out there, and they're going to go, hey, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you from experience. It's going to get into a big company. The big company CEOs are friends of CEOs of other big companies. They don't hang around with Marty freaking Mellow Cup from New Jersey, okay? They hang out with other CEOs and movers and shakers. Hey, what are you using? Oh, I'm using this new one, O Connect. It's amazing. And the price is 70% less or whatever it is. And the features are beyond, and it's one click. I use everything there. I use all their tools for my company. Really? Do you have a link? That's going to happen. Oh, listen, companies, if they can knock down the bottom line, that's a big deal for a company. And here's the facts. O Connect at the same, I mean, the other ones, I'm not going to mention the name, at the same level we have right now is anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 a month. I don't know about you, but I haven't paid anything near that. In fact, if you do the calculation, we're getting O Connect for free. I paid a measly $143 6 or 7 months ago. For 1 whole year, I've had it. That's ridiculous. There's no comparison. I believe Ash was paying over $120,000 a year for Zoom. There's no comparison. This is where this is going to take off. Now, like Colin said, this is very smart. Think about this. Go to your family. Don't sell ONPASSIVE. I don't mention ONPASSIVE. I'm not against it. I just don't mention it. Hey, we're going to have trivia. Oh, the whole family. Oh, we're going to do it on Zoom? No, I got something else. It's more secure, and it's a lot cheaper, and the functions are outrageous. You got to see it. Okay, send me the link. I'm not selling them. I'm not asking them to be an affiliate. Hey, you come in here and meet me next Saturday. You send them a link. You fill that out, and you'll see a thing that says O Connect. Click on it. Here's the link. Once you do it, it'll bring you in there. Okay, thanks, Marty. That's it. Now, or I could go in there and say, hey, I got a business for you, and open up my trench coat and say, look here, you want something on this side? Come on, people automatically aren't going to do it. It's the same with O-Mail. Everybody looks at O-Mail. I keep getting people, what about O-Mail? What about O-Mail? All of this stuff is going to look like O Connect. And I mean O Connect 3 days old. That's where everything's going. Yeah. Pull your pants back up. I know what just happened. That's what we're getting ready for. So don't get all bent on something that you're not sure. You don't need to know. It's going to happen. And then it'll be so clear to you. But when you do something, do it as a tool, as something to help, not as you're selling a business. People don't want to hear that. Scares them to death. All my emails say, where it says, where I'm leaving, my signature says, thank you very much, Marty DeGarmo, God bless. Very shortly, I will no longer be using Gmail because of security and unlimited storage. I will be going here. Use this to contact me. So mail. I didn't tell them to do it. I've told them where I'm going. I told them why I'm going there. But guess what? Everybody wants more storage and more security. I don't have to sell them that. I just have to tell them that's why I went. Hey, Marty went to this new one. I want to do it too. I've already had people ask me, how do I get O-Mail? Now, I'm not pushing O-Mail real hard because I don't think it's where it's going to be. But trust me, if we look at where O-Connect is right now, and that's the minimum standard of the company, come on. Get some pants to change, because I'm telling you, this is, you got to see it. I know most of you do. I'm singing to the choir, but please, somebody else talk. Chris, say something.
Something. I think you touched base on most of the stuff here. Just Elisa's asking more about advertising. Tanya, you're right. When you share if you're going to share our YouTubes, make sure you're putting your link on it. You can do that if you do it off your YouTube, but make sure you put up in front your QR code, your link. We're trying to help you advertise with what we're saying or what the information we're given. Every show, like Heroes, it's good advertising right there, because people could come in and learn about things. That's a great place to actually ask a question, because let me jump. Marty, again, Vernon, please don't let Marty forget about the video. Where to find the recorded webinar? Very good question. So
I'll do that. I'll do that as soon as I get off here. I'll do it.
You're going to tell Vernon that?
He can hear me. He's on the live.
Oh, well, go ahead. Tell him now.
I just did. I'm going to make a video as soon as I get off here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. Okay. There.
Hey, another thing I want to tell you what I'll be doing. I'll make videos that are for founders. You guys just grab them and use them. Another thing I want to recommend everybody, you don't have to put a link in Facebook. You make what you have and you say, if you're interested, contact me below. Have them ask for the link and then send them the link through email, not through Facebook. Because Facebook's going to get nasty towards you know who very soon, if it hasn't already started. So anyway, I'm done.
I don't see any more questions. What shoe size is Peter?
10.5. I just want to add a little bit to what, if I can, if you can hear me. I just want to add a little bit to what Marty and Collins were saying about, a lot of people are going out and panicking. Oh, we've got to get people in. We've got to get people in. This is not the case. Obviously, on Passive, we're going to build your business. You've got to do it like Marty was saying. Do it casually. I mean, this is what I'm aiming to do at the moment. I'm in a club. I do Taekwondo. I do martial arts, as Marty and some of these guys know. And we teach different applications of different movements and patterns. And I'm actually talking to the instructor at the moment, my main instructor, about getting people to come on to O-Mail. By having O-Mail, we're going to create a group in O-Net. And obviously when we can do applications and in that group and show them through O-Net, and obviously they're registering to ONPASSIVE. And but that's just to give you an example. That's what I'm aiming to do. I've got a few other things I've got in the pipeline, but it's like churches and things like that. I know some people who are involved heavily into churches, and they do their meetings and their Bible meetings and things like that, and they have it. They do it on O-Connect, and all they have to do is just say, look, we're going to do it on O-Connect. They pass out the link. They have to register. Like we all have to register. If you want to use Zoom, you have to register. You have to put your email in to Zoom to register. This is the same thing with O-Connect. So it's no different. But obviously, if you're building your business, you never know down the line. These obviously other products are going to come available. People are involved in you know, in your OES, because they obviously have the OES. If they register, they might see something they like. Bang, you got a customer. That's how it works. It's just simple. It's just taking your time, not worrying about trying to build an organization, because that's going to happen naturally. And there's no doubt about it. You know, you obviously, if you do that, great, quicker the better. You're going to get where you want to get quicker. But you know, don't fret. It's not about building a massive big organization. It's about getting involved, enjoying it, and letting the business do the business, and it'll work in your way for your benefit. There's no doubt about that. I'll pass you back. Okay.
We forget about that, don't we? That the company does it all for you.
Yeah.
So don't panic, man. You'll be fine. You got the rest of your life to enjoy this. There's no time stamp cap. Hey, we're going to be done with this next Friday. This is the rest of your life.
Right.
A company is going to be building you. And we say, why not go out and give a couple % of your own and share your own stuff? But remember, I got into this because I already did my 32 years. I want someone to do it for me now. And that's exactly what I got into. Am I advertising? I'm not advertising. I'll make a funny post here and there, but I know this company is going to do it for me. Do I want to get somewhere a little faster? Then I'll put a little effort into it. But you don't have to do it. So don't panic about advertising. Back to you, Collins.
True, Chris. Yeah. You know, people always panic about all of these things, even sometimes in Hero. And I said, who've asked you to do that? Honestly, and you know, the way I look at ONPASSIVE, it was about marketing, doing all of that. I don't think most of us would have been in ONPASSIVE. Even Marty Digamo, though he's a great marketer, he would not even want to be there, because he said, why should I, you know, what's the point bringing those people and they cannot even succeed? That's why he is in ONPASSIVE, because he knows anybody he shared the business, they will be successful. But does he need to do it? No, Marty don't need to do it, because he knows the business can still do it for him. And that's why we are all in ONPASSIVE. That's the beauty about ONPASSIVE, because they will do the marketing, they will do the sales, you know, and they will close everything. What do you need to do? It's just to purchase the product, put it in your online shop, allow the business to do the rest for you. Because like Warren Buffett said, if you don't look for a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. All of us came to ONPASSIVE because we don't want to work anymore. We want ONPASSIVE to do it for us. So why should I come to ONPASSIVE and I'm looking for a job for myself? I don't need it. So Ms. Ashfara is doing everything for us. The only thing is own it, and they will do the rest for you. So that's what I wanted to add, Marty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Listen, like Chris said, all these guys, nobody wants a job. Okay. Peter works like a mule. If you heard what he's got to pay every month to choke a freaking horse, would he like to walk away from that and just live life? Yes. Yes. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, I hear people talking about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I think you want to be careful. Are you going to go build a business? A job, I mean, or are you building a business? I would rather let other people shine. It costs me nothing. And some people are doing it now. You make their life easier by helping them, or if it's money, give them money. If it's something else, give it to them. I believe people in ONPASSIVE will hire people. Why? Because you can help people. And all of that's helping people, all of it. And that's what we want to do. We want to set things in motion so that they work for themselves. You don't want to give somebody something all the time. You want to create something for them so they can get it themselves, so they can create their own income or their own wealth. That's what ONPASSIVE is about. That's the tool that it will do. That's why I'm saying a lot of these companies approach people with a solution. Don't approach people with a business, because it'll scare them. They don't get it. They don't want to do it. Why? Because they got burnt. My ass looks like a Big Mac. Are you kidding me? I got flipped over on the grill like 90 times. It's not fun, and it's not that unique. Everybody knows. Look at some of the people, for some crazy reason, that left ONPASSIVE and they jumped into these other issues, these other shiny objects. Where are they now? No, seriously, where are they now? That's sad. It's really sad. So when Ash builds something that's going to last generations, and you ask, why is he building something so big? That's why. He doesn't want it gone in a month or 2 months or 3 months. Ash wants this thing to run when he's gone. I'm gone. Everybody here's gone. That's what matters. That's how you change the world. You're not going to change the world in 90 days. You're not going to change the world in 40 days, 100 days, or even 6 years. But it will happen if you build something big enough that it builds and builds and builds. And once he has the philosophy of, we're not good enough, we are our brothers and sisters' keeper, and we're going to make things better, it's over. Absolutely over. If you keep the technology up with the demand of what you want or what you're looking for, it's over. And I believe it's over. Anyway, my God, I talk so much, guys. Almost an hour.
Well,
Anyway.
Red's not coming on today, so we got a little extra.
Don't say that, okay? He's coming on whether he likes it or not. No.
He's not. No, he's not coming on today or tomorrow. But we got a little wiggle room because he's not coming on.
Anybody, look, you want to say, Peter? Anything you guys got? Go ahead. Don't let me keep talking.
Like advertising today and tomorrow, your webinars. Go ahead.
Yeah. Today, Hero. I mean, the OTech guys are coming on. Tell them.
Hey, Talker man.
No, I was reminding them what you meant when you said.
Collins, go.
Yeah, so yeah, the OTech guys they're coming up today at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So which will be 6 p.m. UK time. So if you want to join us, that's great. You're all welcome.
Who's posting that in the back office today, Collins?
I don't know. I think Comfort is preparing it, but I don't know who is posting it.
Probably
maybe we'll send it to you, Chris, later on.
Yeah, Julie or whoever she normally does. So we make sure we tell everybody it's there. And Peter Rogers, what goes on Sunday?
Sunday, we have the Heroes webinar, 7 p.m. UK time. I don't know what time it is over at your
2 p.m.
over at yours, Marty.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, so it's 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
2 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
which will be 6 o'clock.
Obviously, New Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah.
EDT.
There we go. So yeah, you've got that. I'm sorting out the obviously the flyer for that in the next hour or so. I'll be putting that on all the Facebook groups and whatever. I'm going to be in the back office. Try and make it tomorrow. We've got a lot going on. Obviously, we've got a lot to talk about with O Connect. We've got Collins and Oliver and hopefully Bob and Vincent going to be there. Comfort, myself.
We're trying to get Mike Ellis as well.
Mike Ellis, yeah. So we've got lots of big leaders there who's obviously really excited and going to share, obviously, what we can with you. Okay, back to you, Chris.
I'm good. If anyone, first of all, thanks again, Peter. We know we shocked you. When we called Peter, he was on his treadmill running, so we had to get him off there. Collins, always a pleasure. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
All right, guys, we're done. That was a lot of fun, and I hope we added some. Hope we inspired you to think. That's the main thing. Anyway, we'll see you all. Don't forget, OTech Pros today at 2, and then tomorrow we'll be back here live. And next week, Chris is not here all week.
And starting tomorrow.
Oh, starting tomorrow. Yeah, he's done. This is it. Look at that head. That's it.
It's going to be skinnier and a lot redder, hopefully, by the end of my fishing trip.
Yeah.
And the show will go on with or without me. I already put in that to Ash and Marty and Red that no matter where I'm fishing, if you're doing a 360, do it. I will be there in spirit. Do not let this train stop. Do you hear me, Peter? You have to be in charge of that to make sure Marty just go. Chris said, do it, do it, do it.
Okay, we will. Anyway, but one thing you have to do while you're gone.
What?
You have to catch it. No, you have to catch a shark.
I'll catch sharks. I just gotta outdo Diane.
I'm not talking about wait a minute, don't play that nerf shark or sand shark. I'm talking real.
I will, Marty. That's why I'm going for real shark.
Okay, because you try to hold up a Nerf shark, it ain't going to be good. All right, because I
A
will make
nerve
fun of
shark or a nurse shark?
Nerf shark.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They're big.
Yeah, or a sand shark or a shark. I want
Oh
a great white. If you can catch a great white, that'd be great.
That's possible. Believe it or not. They're little, 4-footers maybe.
Yeah, but
I'll
You
have
know,
pictures.
Chris, when you talk about shark, you're going for a shark. You know, I was just like, oh my God, we
Yeah,
want you
this is
back
fine.
in one piece.
Well, I'm not going swimming. My cousin, she's crazy. It's her birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Lee. But yeah, I'm not an ocean person per se. I don't like swimming in the ocean because things bite you. The Great Lakes, there's no sharks, no salt, and I could swim forever in the Great Lakes. But ocean, I just like fishing in it, but I don't necessarily dive into that water. Just ain't gonna happen.
I just want to say, if a shark did see you in the water, they'd be like, "Oh man,
Oh yeah,
this
carnivores. They'll see me.
this is a buffet here, man."
3 or 4 bites out of my big baby.
Oh yeah,
Roast.
he knows he's gonna have to swallow you head first because that'd be it. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna go before I get in trouble. Anyway, see you all. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.